So I watched Creature Commandos, the finale, episode 7. And oh my God, what a tragic episode. Oh, it's so heartbreaking. And yeah, if you don't know by now, this is absolutely spoilers. So obviously it continues from the last episode. The 4 Creature Commandos, the Bride, Weasel, Dr. Phosphorus, and Nina are on their way to kill the princess. Of course, we're not really sure the princess is actually a genuine bad guy, because Clayface is involved. Maybe Cersei was lying. And, Amanda Waller is really trying to wake up Rick Flag Sr. and says, what the hell is going on? As they try to get to the princess to kill her, most of this episode is about Nina's backstory. And man, right from the get-go, it's tragic. She's born with lungs outside of her body, and her father, God bless the man, he really tries to take care of her, even though her mother abandoned her. And as she grows up, he was able to mutate her into the character that she is now, with the ability to breathe underwater. Her whole backstory is tragic, even to the point where her father died for nothing. Like, why did that cop just pull the trigger? Seriously, he wasn't doing anything. And then she's just thrown in jail, and that's how she ends up in jail. She did nothing wrong in her life. It's so tragic. And then so this episode, it's her turn to do something, because the princess is in the water, and the only person who could go in the water is Nina to try and kill her. But of course, Weasel, I love you, Weasel, but man, you really screwed things up. She got killed big time. And, they call the whole thing off because Amanda Waller says, call it off. The Clayface is involved. I think Cersei was lying. The princess is good. Blah, 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 blah. But man, when I saw how the princess killed Nina, I'm thinking, no way. I think she's still a bad guy. Look at her face. That's some evil right there. But the bride is smart. She knew what was going on. They saw that footage of Clayface and meeting the princess. She knows what's up. And she confronts the princess, and we got this cool gun duel, which really reminds me of the Suicide Squad where Bloodsport faces off against Peacemaker. Boom! Bam! Princess is dead. Which there is still a lot of stuff to explain. I think a little bit more about that. What about Gorilla Grodd and all that stuff? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get explained. But we are going to have Creature Commandos Season 2. And with that, we're going to need a new team. The new team consists of course, the Bride, Dr. Phosphorus, and Weasel, the survivors of this incident. And she is now team leader. And they add in King Shark from the Suicide Squad. He's back. G.I. Robot's back. He's alive. Yes. G.I. Robot 2.0. It looks a lot different. It got bigger. And then we got Callus, or Kali. I don't know how you say his name, but it's a mummy. And in the comics, the mummy did team with Frankenstein and also Nina. So there is a small chance that I've been getting tweets on Twitter or X that Nina could still be alive or be brought back to life. So that's kind of cool. And then there's Nosferatu. So we did see her early on in Creature Commandos, but because this is about DCU Heroes teased in Creature Commandos finale, Nosferatu would have been taken down by none other than Superboy. So if that's still true within this universe, Superboy is already around. I mean, we did hear that there's going to be a Teen Titans live action movie, and it's probably Superboy is probably part of that. So Superboy is already flying around. That's amazing to hear. More super family. Yes. Thank you. But not only super family, Bloodhaven was also mentioned in Creature Commandos. And the only character I can think of every time someone says Bloodhaven is Nightwing. Bat Family Nightwing is going to be around, which makes a lot of sense because by the time we get to Brave and Bold, it's already Damian Wayne as Robin. That means Dick Grayson's around. And depending on what version of Brave and Bold we're going to get, if it's Grant Morrison, well, I mean, it's Dick Grayson also is Batman. And several times they already mentioned, including the city that Nina was in, Star City. And who's in Star City? Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. So maybe we're going to get to see him in the future. And I think this is the beauty of Creature Commandos. Yes, it's a small appetizer to the DCU, and just mentioning all these different cities, all these different references and Easter eggs just really shows you this is a larger universe, and we're just having a little snapshot, a small story in part of this larger universe. It really feels lived in, if you will. I want to say overall, the Creature Commandos finale is a tragic story. It definitely, deserves its own episode. I actually think there should have been Creature Commandos episode 8 to tie everything together, but at least there's going to be a season 2. Because if they didn't say there's not going to be a season 2, I would have been a little bit more disappointed that it ended like that. So because there's a season 2, I know the story can expand, evolve. Damn it, can Frankenstein be a little bit more helpful? I mean, yeah, I get it. He took care of Clayface. Awesome, great. But man, that guy is, he's funny. He's definitely funny. And I really thought the bride was going to turn around and Frankenstein was there to join the team as well. But that didn't happen either. So overall, this is just a fun little appetizer to the DCU. Next up, Superman. Let's go.